Hello, amazing artists. All right, super exciting news to share with you. Coming up really soon, we have a chance to go on a virtual field trip. That's right, we are going to be joined by some amazing people from the Palo Alto Art Center. So this week, we don't really have assignment per se. We have a preparation time. We have a time where we're going to review a little bit of some of the things we're going to be seeing on our virtual field trip and talking about how to be prepared for the field trip and for our assignment during the field trip because we're going to do a fun one during the field trip. So let's take a look at what is this field trip. I'm going to share my screen with you and share a little bit about it. So here we go. So this project is called the Ambassadors of Hope Community of Ice. It is an exhibition, which is like an art show, that revisits artwork. So it shows us again artwork from 2012 that the artist Susan O'Malley created. So this work right now is actually on display at the Palo Alto Art Center, which is on Embarcadero Road. And you can go there with your families or your grown-ups. You can ride your bike over there with them or drive a car. And you can actually drive by outside and see some of this community advice. So basically this artist, Susan O'Malley, and we're gonna find out more about it in when we have our virtual field trip. But what it says here is that she reminds us to be our best selves, encourage empathy, kindness, optimism, and love. Her words said, "My hope is that these community-authored public service announcements will reflect back, even if momentarily, our inner brilliance and perhaps allow a brief space to gently listen to our own advice." That was a lot. What does that mean? So the artist Susan O'Malley, she interviewed different people from the community. And she asked what was the advice that they have to give to the community. And then she created, using beautiful lettering, which we'll take a look at in a moment, these signs that were then on display at the Palo Alto Art Center. And they're there right now too. So we're going to have a chance to see her work. And then during our virtual field trip, we are going to start our own projects with community advice in the form of words. So let's get a little bit inspired with some ideas of what we might want to give for community advice. Now, one thing I know is we just finished a project about our hopes and dreams for our community. So you have already been thinking about your amazing ideas. So this shouldn't be too hard for you, but during this project, you can think from your own heart, or we're preparing a little bit ahead of time. So you can ask the grown-ups in your home, or you can ask siblings or other family members. You can even ask somebody at the grocery store or a grandparent. So take some time to think, what is some community advice people around you in your community might have to share out with the community? And as an artist, you have a chance to create an art piece about that advice. So here's some beautiful signs that Susan O'Malley made and some of the words that we can see on hers here. Take more chances, make more friends. Keep moving, keep playing, keep dreaming. Love is everywhere. Look for it. So those are some of the signs that she's sharing advice from different community members. Now, if we look right here and scroll down a little bit, we will see right here, artists. These are the actual signs that we'll get to see more on our virtual field trip, but these are them on display at the Art Center with a map of where the Palo Alto Art Center is on Embarcadero Road. Now, some of you might have taken an after-school class there or different things, but that is right where it is on the Embarcadero Road. So, as we come back together, I want you to start thinking, what are some of the ideas that you might have, or what are some of the ideas that you might want to ask your own community about? Who could you ask for advice? Who do you think might want to share their ideas with you? I bet there's a lot of people, grown-ups, siblings. People have beautiful ideas. We have beautiful people in our lives that can share these great ideas. And then we have the opportunity to make a beautiful art piece about it. So let's just take one more thing for inspiration here. I'm going to share, these are some words to get you thinking, and we'll look at this again when we go on a virtual field trip, but some inspirational words. So there's actual words here: love, dream, shine, laugh, dance. There's sentences: one day at a time, more beautiful than you ever imagined. As Mr. C says, never give up, believe in yourself, dream big, take action, speak up. So that's some inspiration, but really, I want you to go out in your community and ask people. Now, I'm going to slowly go down these beautiful, beautiful different styles of lettering. And I know some of you had some practice with a different lettering style when we did the bubble letters. But you can always pause your video and just take a moment to check out all these different letters. And for our virtual field trip, I want you to come prepared and ready with your art materials, paper, crayons, pencils, markers, whatever you want to use. Your paper, if you want to use regular drawing paper, at least 8.5 by 11 size, or if you want to use a cardboard box, if you want to use the inside of a cereal box, whatever you have to use. If you want to cut out letters from a magazine, you could do that and make your own word inside. But this week is just about preparing. We're preparing our imaginations, we're preparing our hearts, we're preparing our minds with these ideas so that we can be ready when we have our virtual field trip and we can learn more about Susan O'Malley's idea. But it's so cool because when we learn from other artists, that's how we get inspired. I love these letters right here. I bet you Miss Truan would like them a lot too because they show these beautiful flowers. So artists, take the time. We're going to have a great conversation about it. Take the time this week to talk to those grown-ups in your life or family members or people in your community about what advice they would give. Write it down. Put it in your notebook. And then come prepared to start doing this project when we go on our virtual field trip with the Palo Alto Art Center the week of October 19th. I hope you're really excited because I am. And I am looking forward to seeing you soon. Love you all.